Our form might be inconsistent, but there's been 15 games, 15 goals in our last 2 championship games. So hopefully today's 2 games against Wolves and Southampton will follow that trend with us on the right side of the score rather than the wrong side. Episode 10, bit of a milestone. Season 2, roll the intro.
Goes Pompey, 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 you're the team. Pompey, 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 you're the cream. Pompey, you're the greatest, and we'll keep following you. We'll keep following Pompey, following the boys in blue.
Hello everyone and welcome to episode 10 of season 2 of the Football Manager 2018 Portsmouth save. And today it's time for 2 really crucial games. The first one at the Molineux against Wolves, who are in third in the table at the moment, but it's really close at the top as you can see. And then a game at home at Fratton Park against potential league leaders by the time we get to them, Southampton. So over the last few games, as you can see, there has been 10 goals in that last 2 games. We've just played that Leeds game, 6-4 it was. And what a game it was. And it's not very often that one of your strikers gets 4 and you lose. And he was the player of the match. Quite incredible. We were 4-0 down at half-time. Beg your pardon. 3-0 down at half-time. 4-0 pretty much straight after half-time. And then we got it back to 4-2. They made it 5-3. 5-2. No, 5-2. We made it 5-3. Then they made it 6-3. And then we made it 6-4. Just a crazy game at Ellen Road. The week before, though, actually we were 2-0 down again at... Well, we weren't, apologies. 2-1 down at half-time. But we brought that one back for a win. And the likes of Chaplin and Macklin have got a really good strike rate at the moment. But the thing I want to show you is something that is really interesting. We could break a record. Now, ourselves are actually in this. Liam McAlinden scored 22 goals this season, with Hassan Bolonga making 25 goals. Now, it's important to see that McAlinden has only got 85 minutes per goal, rather than Hassan Bolonga has got 96 goals. And he's already scored 25. Now, if you look at the award winners for the top goal scorers in the Championship, already laid beautifully. The top goal scorer ever in the Championship is Lee Hughes, 23 years old in 99 with 31 goals. Now, there is 13 games to go, and Liam McAlinden only needs 10 to get to that milestone and beat that milestone. And with just sporadic games like that where he scores 4, there's a real seriousness that he could do that. You know, Hassan Bolonga might do it as well, but it wouldn't be brilliant if he could do that. Now, we've got real tough opponents in Wolves today because John Ruddy's got 18 clean sheets this season for him, so it's going to be really tricky to get past them. In the last 4 games, we've beat Ipswich 5-2, Brown, Chaplin and a B to get in on the goals there. Chaplin getting his first hat-trick, I believe, of his career. And then we lost to Fulham 2-1. It was a real shame. We went 1-0 down to Molo. Armstrong got 1 back, but Malumbu won the game for them. Then, obviously, you've already seen those 2 games. But let's just get straight into the Wolves and Southampton games. So for this game then, we've got McGee in goal with Love, Watmore, Burgess and Wiggins at the back. Close and Myler as a central midfield partnership. Love and Adekanye on the wide positions. And then Long and McAlinden up front with Chaplin being on a high injury risk. And he'll probably come back for that game against Southampton later in the episode. Now, I just think it's amazing how McAlinden's done this season. 22 goals in the Championship. A few more goals to trickle through to about 26 in all comps. And I am really excited for McAlinden. Obviously, as you can see the table, it's really close. We're in 9th, and we're only 10 points off the top of the... 11 points, rather, off the top of the table. But 10 points off Wolves. And today's games against Southampton and Wolves could not only just change our position... We've just conceded a penalty within the first minute. Fantastic. It couldn't just change our position. It could basically, you know, change the whole league, which is really exciting. McGee, we haven't seen that, apologies, but McGee's just saved the penalty. I presume it'll show it on the highlight now. But McGee saves the Zurich penalty. Zurich puts it in, and McGee saves it. Beautiful save, and that is very, very pleasing to see. Brilliant stuff. We've saved penalty, got ourselves out of jail free. We've got a lot of possession, it seems, at the moment. Carter Vickers to Sam McQueen, one of our old boys at Southampton. Ruben Neves for Wolves to Mount McQueen. I can't believe they didn't go up last season in game. They usually do. But Zurich on the edge of the box into Pozzo, and Jose Pozzo scores for Wolves, makes it 1-0 up. And the Molineux is rocking for Wolves. I've actually been to the Molineux. It must be about 5 years ago now. And I was sitting about there, I think, to watch the game against Leyton Orient and Wolves. Blimey, that feels like an absolute age ago. I think it's 1-1. I think Banks Landlew, obviously, got on the bench, played on that day. I think, anyway. But Close got a free kick into Burgess, and Ruddy saves. As I told you before the game, he's got 18 clean sheets this season. And these 2 games could really make or break our season. Bit of a poor clearance from Ruddy there. McAlinden to Close. On the wing to Adekanye. Don't lose the ball, whatever you do. Oh, he has. Brilliant. Just jinxed him there. Pozzo on the ball. Oh, dear. Ruben Neves, they're moving quickly. Neves into the box, but luckily There's a bit of a distraction for one of our players, which means it goes well wide. We've been a little bit like comeback kings recently, but I don't want to have that title. I'd rather just wrap games up, but really we shouldn't be winning here. We are 10-1 to win, whereas Wolves are 1-6 to win, and that is very nearly 2-0. Blackburn are beating Norwich. That's a crucial result because they've now played 34 games, and they are, well, the same as everybody else, I think. Have we played 34? We will have played 34 after today. We've only had one shot so far, and that's not great at all. And we're not performing very well. Ronan's actually come on for Zurich, who got the assist for the first goal. But let's have a look what happens here. Close to Low. Into the box. Radicanye. Someone just shoot, for heaven's sake. Into the box again for Low. And he heads it into the net. John Ruddy, you're not getting a clean sheet today. Yamal Low, the two wingers combined. Adekanye into Low. And we have put it back level. Maybe a little bit unjust, but if Wolves have had 10 shots, they should have took them. But close to Low, as you can see, the goal scorer. Across to Adekanye. Takes a bit of a while to get the ball proper, but a lovely chip over. The 8 or 9 players in the box must be at least 8 or 9. And Yamal Low headers it past Ruddy into the back of the net. Looks like Sam McQueen's also injured as well for the Wolves. And it looks like they've got a bit of an injury crisis. Cody and Neves very tired as well. So hopefully we can impact on that one, because surely they're going to have to make their substitutions pretty quickly. But I think, we've done really well. So it's time to dig in and see what we can do. We're going to have to take Close off. He's only got 67% condition. And we'll bring Marcus Brown on in his place. Now, I can't believe how quickly this season's gone, but I am really enjoying it, genuinely. I love playing this. I played a lot of it yesterday because on the end of the last episode, I sort of started to lose my voice a little bit. But it is Sunday afternoon at about 3 o'clock. The Liverpool-Tottenham game's on later. I'm not looking forward to that whatsoever. Because honestly, I think Tottenham might turn us around. You guys will obviously know before this video comes out, what the result of that is. But the result of this one might well be that Wolves win. Connor Ronan getting the goal. His first senior goal. Good player, Connor Ronan is. It looks like we've just been outclassed here. And I think it might be a bit of a rout this half. It feels like Sam McQueen to Ronan again. Into the box. Football so. 3-1. Yeah, we're just going to have to go for it attacking-wise now. There's not really much else we can do, to be honest. I mean, we did bring it back, to be fair, from 3-0 down last game. So hopefully we can have a little bit of that inspiration today. But the strikers, McAlinden and the likes of McAlinden and Long, just haven't been on it. And I think that makes a massive difference to our team. And Long, apparently, just seems uninterested. And to be fair, for how much we're playing him, that's a bit of an insult, to be quite honest. We've only had 2 shots, though, and we need a few shots pretty quickly to get us back into the game. Amazingly, though, it's 50-50 possession. I can't quite believe that. And I feel like this game might just fizzle out to be a 3-1. Wolves are going to be more than happy with that result, and it might well be more. I don't even want to watch what happens there. We'll bring Banks Landell on to face his old team in place of Burgess, and that's going to be the last sub of the day. Mount puts it into the box. Sigurdsson to Bath, and Luke McGee has safe hands there, and that is the end of the highlight. Landell comes on. Might as well just put it on overload now. That's what we did against Leeds. But considering the training focuses on defending, because to concede 3 here is a little bit alarming. And our defence hasn't been great this year, but our attack has been the good thing about us this season. But the trouble is, if we concede a lot and the attack really isn't going for it, then, we don't do very well, and proven by that today. I think we're going to lose here to the Wolves. 92 minutes in, I don't think anything's going to change now. And that's a frustrating result, because that puts us 6 points behind the playoffs. Which could have potentially actually been 9. It's all over then at Molineux. 3-1 to Wolves. But hopefully in the next game, we're a bit unlucky there, we'll just say. But hopefully in the next game against Southampton, hopefully we can do something. But Wolves are in the promotion hunt now. They have took 2nd place. But of course, Southampton with a game in hand. They play tomorrow against Palace. That's going to be a very interesting game. But we play Southampton on the 2nd. So in a week's time. So let's see what happens there at Fratton Park. Fingers crossed we can get some points out of that game. It's been a long time since I've had to close both curtains. Blimey for a video. It's quite bright out there today. But for today's game against Southampton, the South Coast derby at Fratton Park, McGee gets the nod in goal. Thompson replaced Love at the back. Same back 4. Pittman replaces Myler in the midfield. And then Lowe and Adekanye play on the wings, with Armstrong getting a rare nod, I think it's fair to say. And Chaplin plays up front with McAlinden on the bench to see what he can do. And of course, we want to keep that goals per minute ratio down. It's gone up from not 85 to 89 in that last match, so we want to be careful. But of course, look at the team we used to manage, and they've changed it a lot since I've gone. They're playing a narrow formation now, and Wilshere, the likes of Wilshere and Blind have come in. So it's going to be a really tricky one to see if we can cause an upset. But we are going to go attacking today, because I think we might. The problem we might have is that we lead teams on a little bit too easy. So we are going to go for it here. Why not, as far as I'm concerned? And we'll put Wiggins as a full-back on attack. He likes to do that. And as far as I'm concerned, why not? It is a derby day, so, you know, there's a bit more tension, if you like. But, you know, I don't care about tension. It makes it exciting. But obviously today, it's a 6-point swing, really, because we could either end the day 9 points away from the playoffs, 3 points away from the playoffs, and obviously if we win and everyone else wins, then we end up 6 points away. But at the moment, we're still... we're 5 points away, actually, because Sheffield United looks to be losing to whoever they're playing. But if we can get a win, that really helps us out. Adekanye, then. To Armstrong. Keep the ball. Adekanye. Lovely ball to Armstrong on the edge of the box. Puts it in. Chris Chaplin. It's not Chris Chaplin. It's Connor Chaplin. Into the back of the net. And we're ahead against our local rivals, Southampton. 53 points now. Only 3 points off the playoffs as it stands. Lovely stuff from Adekanye and Armstrong combined. Armstrong seems to finally have a bit of his mojo back. Not maybe the goal scoring ability, but the eye for a pass and the eye for a cross. And really, he's got more assists, I think, this season probably than goals. Probably got that one wrong. But we can have a look, actually, now. Why not? But, yeah, 4 goals and 3 assists. That'll be obviously 4 goals and 4 assists now, because of the assists he's got today. But, you know, he's not done too well, but he's played 14 games. And 4 goals and 4 assists from that isn't too bad, you know, considering we're not paying anything for his loan. But Adekanye into the box again. Harry Lewis picks that one up. That was the goalkeeper that we used throughout our time at Southampton. Quite a poor clearance from him, though. Goes straight to Burgess, to Chaplin, to Pittman. Oh, not quite a good ball to Galloway. Gabbiadini. Wilshere now there on the attack. Lescano should be able to stop him. He shoots, and McGee has the safe hands. McGee's a really good goalkeeper, actually. Allsop's a really good goalkeeper, but he was unhappy at the club, so he has gone out on loan, but hopefully he'll be back pretty soon. Of course, the only reason that we are only 3 points behind now is because the other teams haven't played. We've got the early game. It's 12-15. And that's why we're only 3 points behind. But still, regardless, we give ourselves a good chance of being 3 points behind if we manage to win this game. Harry Lewis a bit unorthodox there, playing the ball. A ball-playing goalkeeper. What a load of rubbish. A bit like Claudio Bravo, proven last season by City. Wilshere, Ward-Prowse. Wilshere again. Gabbiadini loses it to Burgess. And Armstrong loses it to Rob Holding. Ward-Prowse, Gabbiadini. Some very impressive players, by the way, here, playing in the Championship. The likes of Gabbiadini and Wilshere, particularly. And into Lescano. It's 1-1, and it feels like that's exactly going to be the point of the game. We concede too easily, and I don't quite know how we're going to stop that rut, because we rely a lot on our strikers getting goals. And I think this could be another goal from Southampton here again. Mikel, Lescano, Mikel, Ward-Prowse. Mikel, Wilshere. Burgess gets it. Adekanye. If we score here, I'm quite happy to put it back and counter Armstrong. Armstrong keep the ball. Decent ball in, actually, from there, from Chaplin. Shoots, and it's wide. Apparently, that was supposed to be a bicycle kick. Well, you were never going to score with a bicycle kick there. Bit silly and a bit heroic and going for heroics, but it didn't really work. Is the lighting okay? Yes, I think it is. You can still see me, folks. Apologies if it's a bit dark, but I haven't got all that, you know, all that technical nonsense with lights and green screens and all that. I just don't see the point at the moment, really. It's all about the gameplay. Ward-Prowse on the edge of the box, shoots, and very nearly a goal. Burgess puts it out there successfully there. Nice to see a good clearance. But at half-time, we are level with our Southern Coast rivals, which is decent, but I would love, particularly after we lost to Wolves earlier, to beat Southampton here because, well, it's crucial, I think, to get 3 points if we want to remain in the hunt for the playoffs, because I think we can remain in the hunt for the playoffs, and, you know, there's no reason why not. But it feels like this season might go away from us, especially if we lose today. We're not losing at the moment, but let's have a look. Wiggins into the box. Gabbiadini gets it out, only temporarily low. Chaplin. Poor Wilshere's one-on-one now with McGee, and luckily Wilshere doesn't score from that. But very poor from our defenders there. 35 minutes to go, obviously. Southampton now top of the table from their point. Wilshere to Holding. To Wilshere to Ward-Prowse. Gabbiadini. Oh! 1-0 up, and now we're 2-1 down. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I just don't know. I've got no ideas. I know we shouldn't be here. I know I'm being maybe a bit too harsh on the players, but we've proven we can play this well, so why can't we do it? Lovely ball from Lowe to Armstrong, straight after it to goal. What a reply that is. And that's an instant reply, as it says down there. Lovely ball from Lowe into the box, and Armstrong gets his 5th goal of the season. What more to Lowe? These are only about the 3rd and 4th pass of play after that goal. Close, back to low, lovely ball up to Armstrong, beats the defenders, one touch, bang. That's very impressive, half volley there. And hopefully, we can get another goal now. We'll bring McAlinden on to see what he can do here. Hopefully he can do something. We'll bring him on as a target man for once. And we will bring Ben Close off for David Myler. Let's see how he gets on. Adekanye is an attacking midfielder. In terms of his role as attack rather than support. 25 minutes to go. Nothing happening. Oh god, here comes Ward-Prowse on the edge of the box. Tell you what, we're conceding too many free kicks and fouls. That's worrying me a little bit. Definitely worrying me. So, I'll tell him to stay on feet. Nothing too rash. But he lost the ball forward. Galloway gets to it first. And that is the end of any text highlight. 20 minutes left. They made a double substitution. Charlie Musonda playing in the Championship as well. Well, he practically is with Celtic, but there we go. Ashetti on the edge of the box. Wiggins wins it back. Apparently, real intensity he's playing with. That's good to see. Adekanye. Lovely ball up to Armstrong. Will he win it? He does. Into the box. Shoots it to goal. Adam Armstrong with the finish. Lovely. Absolutely fantastic. I'm speechless at that. We're ahead again, and that's the 50th goal of Armstrong's career. Apparently, McAlinden made that milestone last time. Let's have a look at Wiggins, though. Wiggins to Adekanye. And we've had some lovely chips over the defence this year, but I think Adekanye's one marks probably as the top one. Brilliant stuff, though. We're going to tell the players to retain possession now, but still to play with the same sort of intensity, still on attacking. Hopefully, we can get another goal. That might be a bit of a risk, might invite Southampton on a little bit, but if we get into the last 10 minutes here, I'm going to go on counter-attacking. And also make a defensive substitution. We'll bring Matt Clark on for Watmore. Try and rotate the squad. Try and put different players on. And if we can win this, what a win it would be. 8 minutes to go here. Please. I don't want to have a highlight now. Come on. Oh, God. 4 minutes to go here. Harry Lewis puts it out for Southampton. Lascano on the ball. Into Gabbiadini. Oh, thank God for that. Gabbiadini completely fluffs that one up. But a win. Oh, God. We've got another highlight. Burgess. Adekanye. Just keep possession. Pitman. Myler. Good ball through to Adekanye. Oh, Adekanye loses it. Mikel. Back to Adekanye, though. Into the box. Doesn't reach anyone, unfortunately. Blind out. Oh, God. It's 20 against 20, but Gabbiadini wins it. Ajeti. Gabbiadini, this does not look good. And Gabbiadini fluffs it again. Deary me, Gabbiadini's doing rubbish. Suddenly he's one of the top goal scorers in the Championship. He's certainly not proven himself today. Ward-Prowse into the box. Clark gets it out. Can we get a goal just to salute our position? Salute. Secure it. Gabbiadini shoots. Oh, my God. Having a heart attack here. McGee. They've still got a highlight. McGee's going to put it out. To Adekanye. Oh, loses the ball. Gabbiadini to Lascano. Wiggins gets it. That's good. Clark, put it out. Just put it out. McGee, get it out. Nice. Adekanye doesn't quite get to that. Lascano. Thompson gets to it. Pitman. Clark. Keep the ball. Lovely. McAlinden. Run. Just run to the corner flag. Maybe not then. Low. Into the box, Adekanye, yes! Bobby Adekanye gets a rare goal, I think it's fair to say. The Portsmouth fans chant Adekanye's now. Well, apparently Mourinho said yesterday that the Man United stadium is not as good as the Portsmouth one, and he's absolutely right. The fans will be rocking here. We're going to win the Southern Coast Derby by quite a margin, and Southampton haven't took the chance, whereas we have. Oh, brilliant end to the episode, but after such a glum and a dim game against Wolves, we're going to win here. This is fantastic. Hopefully we are anyway. Low on the ball. Nice to see us retaining possession now. Pitman. Wiggins, Adekanye. Nearly makes it 5-2. But the result doesn't matter as long as we get the 3 points. And potentially, if either Sheffield United or Ipswich Town lose, we could be within, of course, 3 points of the playoffs. And that's a really exciting prospect. Of course, Leeds and Millwall could jump us again. But we'll have to have a look at results for that one. But low on the edge of the area. Myler. To McAlinden, can we end it off? McAlinden get McAlinden's offside to award Southampton a free kick, and that should be the whistle. Is it? Can I hear it? Not yet. Come on, blow the whistle now, ref. Adekanye, Pitman. Final whistle's blown. Brilliant win for us then against Southampton. I think the best team in the league in terms of the players they've got, and that is absolutely fantastic. Armstrong inspires the win, and it's nice seeing back up to his good form. That's nice to see. Great achievement from Matt Clark. Yeah, all of that nonsense. Yeah, okay, whatever. But we are just going to skip to see what happens in the 3 o'clock games, just to give us a base of how we're going to do. So, Ipswich are playing against Norwich. That's going to be a tough game for them. And Sheffield United are playing Barnsley. You just need one of them to lose. And within 3 points. Let's see what happens. Ooh, tension's on. I was going to say the chase is on, but it's not quite. Bradley Walsh sitting in this chair. It's rather Toby Jones. Apparently the encoding's overloaded again. Well, load of rubbish. Hopefully it's not. Anyway, hopefully it's alright for you folks. Palace have lost to Cardiff. Doesn't really mean anything to us. Villa have beat Birmingham. It keeps saying that encoding's overloaded. Well, looks alright to me. Norwich beat Ipswich. That's good. I'm happy with that. Anything else? I think that's it. Here we go. Sheffield United beat Barnsley. Ipswich lost. Leeds won. But Millwall lost. That's good for us. So, but as you can see at the end of today's episode, we are 6 points still off the playoffs. But I don't know what I was banging on about. But who's actually took their place in the playoffs then? Because I'm sure that doesn't make any sense. Because Ipswich and Sheffield United were both in the playoffs. I'm sure there were. Anyway, that doesn't matter. So we are 6 points off the playoffs. And can we recover that next time round? Who are we going to play next time round? I think what we will do is play the games against Millwall and Bristol. And then the last game of the... Oh, definitely. I think we're going to have to make it a free match special. Norwich, Middlesbrough and Preston. Wow, that'd be fantastic. But before that, Millwall and Bristol. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, folks, today. And it's episode 10. What a way to end episode 10, though, if we win against Southampton. Can McAlinden get to that 33-goal milestone? I know he hasn't scored any goals today, but he likes to score them off camera. He's a bit camera shy at the moment. But anyway, I've been TIJ. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back tomorrow, Tuesday, at 6 PM, as of every other day. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this as it seems you are. And thank you so much for your support. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for another video. Goodbye.